Hey gang, I got an offer for you today from LinkedIn. As business-to-business marketers, your needs are unique. B2B buying cycles are long and your customers face incredibly complex decisions. Isn't it time you had a marketing platform built specifically for you? LinkedIn ads empower marketers with solutions for you and your customers. LinkedIn ads allow you to build the right relationships, drive results, and reach your customers in a respectful environment. On LinkedIn, you have direct access to build relationships with decision makers. Of the 875 million users on the network, 180 million are senior level executives. 10 million are C-level executives. You will also be able to drive results with targeting and measuring with their tools built specifically for B2B. And best of all, they work. Audiences exposed to brand messages on LinkedIn are 6 times more likely to convert. LinkedIn ads also rank number 1 for security, community, and ad experience as part of the Business Insider's Digital Trust Study. Make B2B marketing everything it can be and get a $100 credit. It's a $100 credit on your next campaign. Go to linkedin.com/MPN to claim your credit. It's linkedin.com/MPN. Terms and conditions apply. Entrepreneurs Enigma is a podcast for the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. It's the wins and the fails that we all face being entrepreneurs, and how we learn from adversity. Every week I talk to a different entrepreneur with a story to tell. I'm Seth Goldstein. Come with me on the journey. This is Entrepreneurs Enigma. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Entrepreneurs Enigma podcast. I am Seth, as you know by now, and I'm here with Jonas Cleveland of Rav.ai, which is coming out of hiding, out of stealth mode very shortly on LinkedIn, and it is a really neat tool, and we're going to let Jonas tell us a little bit more about it. But before we go into that, I forgot to say, Jonas, in his education, has actually bookended Pennsylvania. He has a bachelor's from Carnegie Mellon, and he's got a master's from Penn. And if you know anything about geography, Carnegie Mellon's in Pittsburgh on the west side of PA, and Penn is in Philly. So he literally bookended Tucky, essentially. I can say that. I've been born and raised around Philadelphia, so I can say Pennsylvania as much as I want. So how's it going, Jonas? How you doing, bud?
Going great, Seth. It's going great. Excited to be here.
So tell us a little bit about Rav.ai. What's the whole premise behind it?
Yeah, man. So Rav.ai is an artificial intelligence platform built to make your videos go viral on social media.
Oh, that's wild.
We are focused on content creators and small businesses that don't have enough time to manage their own social media or find it very challenging to be able to keep up with all of the video editing across all of these platforms,
Oh my
TikTok,
God.
LinkedIn, YouTube, Reels, right? It's too
There's
much.
more
So
than that too. And then now I
Rav.ai,
think there's something else. I think there's something else
there's
out there
Twitch,
too.
there's more coming in the next
God.
years ahead. Right? We basically use this automation platform to be able to multiply
That's
your
awesome.
ability as a creator. You can take raw footage of yourself that you've recorded. You can even reuse some of your footage on different platforms, upload it to Rav.ai, and Rav.ai will reformat that footage and optimize it for engagement on the platform of your choosing.
Really? So the machine watches your thing and says, so it's really into social media, you can say.
That's
The
right.
AI likes social media. It's not overloaded.
That's right. And so it's handling all the video post-production for you, right? So it's adding the
Wow.
soundtrack, adding the transitions, adding the text graphics, adding captions, all of that's handled by the platform.
And it's accurate too. Wow.
Yeah,
AI
man.
is amazing right now. What AI can do, I mean, we're still in its infancy because it can do so much more, but everyone's like, uh-oh, the machines are coming. Ah.
The machines are here. The machines are
They're
here.
here. Exactly. We're going to take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and get right back to the show.
Hey, it's Jason Falls of the Marketing Podcast Network. You know we're trying to bring you the greatest education opportunities out there. We've got another one for you, folks. The Creator Economy Expo, CEX 2023, is for content creators and entrepreneurs interested in building and growing their content-first businesses without relying on social platforms. This year's Creator Economy Expo features 10 amazing keynote speakers and over 30 in-depth breakout sessions. Join 500-plus bloggers, podcasters, authors, newsletter writers, speakers, coaches, and consultants and freelancers at the learning and networking event for content creators. Don't be left out. Plan to attend this year, May 1st through the 3rd, 2023 in Cleveland, Ohio. Register now and get early bird pricing, and the Marketing Podcast Network has a special offer for you. You can get $100 off using the coupon code MPN100. That's MPN100. Head over to cex.events to register. cex.events, code MPN100.
So how long have you been at Rav.ai, building it out and stuff?
We started the company in November 2021. We
Okay.
were doing some work on it before that, really talking to some prospective customers,
Mhm.
getting feedback,
Doing the
all
research,
that.
yeah.
And then we went to heads down development mode for around 8 months. And
Wow.
we had our first product release at the end of August.
Oh, so
So
it's really like just emerging.
really, really emerging, man. Yep. You're getting an exclusive look
Oh.
at our first release. That's right.
Oh, that's awesome. So is it open to the public right now, or is it still in beta?
It is in beta and it is open to the public.
It's
So
open
you're
beta. Oh,
able
you're
to,
brave. You're brave.
hey man, when we want all of that feedback, we want
Yeah.
people to use the platform. Feedback has been great so far, and there's a lot of pull for additional features. And I want to
Mhm.
be able to do this, that, and the other. So that's all good.
That's great.
And
That's
right
the
now
way
you
to
can
do
go to
it. Build in
Rav.ai.
public. Build in public.
Yeah.
So you've been at this game, the entrepreneur game, for a while now. So what is the best thing about being an entrepreneur?
The best thing from my personal experience, I say this, Seth, I was born an entrepreneur and I was born a founder. I've been
Okay.
founding stuff since I was a kid. And I didn't really realize that or want to admit it to myself until maybe a little bit later in
Yeah.
life. But I enjoy building stuff. I enjoy
Yeah.
founding stuff and I enjoy really building product and solving problems.
Yeah.
And my favorite part about this journey is ability to be able to shape the world, right?
Yeah,
And the ability to
absolutely.
be able to make the news as well. As
Yeah, that's always
entrepreneurs,
fun. Yeah.
we're doing stuff to make a difference, right?
Mhm.
That's our primary focus. In addition to making money,
Yeah.
for me, it's always started with making a difference, making an impact, and sort of solving the problems that I have for myself, and
Yeah.
trying to figure out, okay, how can I help people through those problems themselves?
If you go and think about it, a lot of the best entrepreneurial journeys have been scratching your own itch. I want to be on social media. I want to be prolific, but oh my God, it's so time consuming. And it's like, how can we solve this? And then AI is around doing its thing. And you can say, all right, how can we apply this new technology to what's going on? It's awesome. What keeps you up at night?
I'm sure that your audience can relate with this, right? And
Yeah.
this was mentioned by this conference that I recently attended. I can't remember the guy who mentioned this, but he said, first off, always remember that co-founder and
Yeah.
founder is a very prestigious term, and you have to respect people that are willing to take that risk with their lives.
Mm.
And um, the difference between entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs are the people that are able to handle the churning in the stomach at night
Yeah.
when everything that you have is on the line,
Hmm.
when you have to pay those bills, when you don't have a steady paycheck, when you have a
Hmm.
hypothesis, you need validation. And that can mean different things for different people. It can mean answering to your investors. It might mean that you put a loan up on your house and you have to make sure that you can carry that. The entrepreneur is the person that can handle that churning of the stomach.
Exactly. And so I guess that keeps you up at night, is making sure everything, all the ducks are in a row and whatnot.
Yeah, there's never enough time in a day,
Oh my
and
God.
you're always got to push through.
You just have to sit down and just go. It's the best way. So here's a question for you. What is the most important thing to carry with you all the time? Now, that can be both physical and mental, or both, or
Yeah, interesting question. Uh, Back to the last question you had, right? What are some of the things that keep you up at night? One of the most difficult things to do is to keep your head down, stay focused
Mhm.
on what you're building, and not be distracted. And there's a lot of
Oh, it's so easy to
distractions
be distracted.
in
Yeah.
life. And to be an entrepreneur often means that you're going against the grain, right? So it means, what is a vacation to you? What's work life balance, right?
Mhm.
These are interesting terms, but for folks that are, dedicating their effort to something, that means that you have to hack that for yourself personally.
Absolutely.
And so keeping your head down, staying focused and building, that's something that I carry with myself. That's something that's helped me for sure.
You really do. You have to keep your head down. and keep chugging along. And that's what you need to do. So what do you think about the hustle culture? Like the term hustle culture. Is it
Mm,
you like it? Do you think it's detrimental? What do you think?
no, you have to define that one for me.
So hustle culture, like the Gary V is like hustle, 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 hustle. It's all about going, 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 and like
Yeah,
no work-life balance, just kind of working it. And he's simmered down on that a little bit lately. He's like, even I need balance.
yeah.
But like, what's your thought on the whole hustle culture thing?
I think it really depends. You have to evaluate what works for you and
Yeah.
what works for you at different stages of life. Everyone has different priorities. And so, as an entrepreneur, many times your priority is I map this out for myself and my business so that this is a way that I can balance my life. This is a pretty
Hmm.
conservative business I'm running. Maybe I even bring in an operator who's managing this company or this business for me, and I can step out and do my own thing, live my life. Maybe that this will be something that I'll take on for myself. But for me, where I'm at in my stage
Hmm.
uh, of Rav.ai is really focused on hitting the milestones that are in front of us, really
Yes.
focused on being in front of every customer that we can get in front of, really focused on hearing feedback, right? And
Absolutely.
that means a little bit of go, go, go. But if you go, 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 with no direction and with no problem that you're solving and with no map or roadmap,
Hmm.
then you're going to run into trouble. If you go, 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 and you don't take any time
Yeah.
for balance or reflection, then you're going to run into challenges as well.
Yeah.
Got to put your mask on first in order to be able to put other folks' masks on, in
That
order to
makes
be able to
total.
help other people.
So where can people? I mean, obviously, Rav.ai is where you go. So the beta is open to everybody, which is cool. So you get
Yeah, that's
all
right.
that feedback, and people can kick the tires and break things and say, "Hey, Jonas, I broke something," and you're like, "Oh no," and go
Yeah,
fix it. It's the best.
exactly.
It's the best way to do
Exactly.
it. It's a scary way to do it because then you're waiting for feedback and you're praying that things don't break and you can handle the load and all that good stuff. But that's the way to do it. It's just kind of heads down. Say, "Hey guys, come play with the toy."
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
and there's always the risk that you're going to be a little bit embarrassed, or I think that Reed Hastings said, if you're not embarrassed of your first product release,
Mm-hmm.
then you're releasing too late. And I can build a product that I want for myself, but I want to build a product that other people want to enjoy as well and get
Yeah.
value out of. We want as many people along early in the journey and early army as possible.
I'm gonna have to play with it some more. I looked at it and I'm like, I have to go look at this. So I'm gonna dive in and kick the tires, and you'll hear from me. You'll hear from me.
I'm looking forward
I'm
to
good
it,
at
Seth.
I'm good at breaking things.
We got to do this video podcast, third dimension here.
So Jonas, where is your watering hole online? Where do you hang out the most when you're not heads down in Rav.ai? Is it Twitter, LinkedIn? Like, where's your favorite spot?
The best place to find me is LinkedIn.
Are you using Rav.ai on Instagram and people can follow you over there? And
This was the tough challenge for me. I never had enough time to post stuff or to do anything on
mhm,
Instagram. And now that we have a way to do that, now I'm
that's
posting
awesome.
more. Yeah.
It's
So,
awesome you use your own tool, and that's the best way to do it. If the
yep,
founders won't use their own tool, then there's a problem there. So that's great.
true.
Jonas, thanks so much for being on the show, and we'll see everyone next week.
Seth, great to be here. Thanks so much.
That was a great show. Hey, if you're enjoying Entrepreneurs Enigma, please give us a review on the podcast directory of your choice. We're on all of them, and these reviews really help others find the show. Also, if you're getting value from the show and want to buy me a coffee, go to the show notes and click on the link to help me stay awake while I bring you more great episodes to your ears. That's in the show notes, and I look forward to the next episode. Take care, guys. Goldstein Media hopes you have enjoyed this episode. This podcast is one of the many great shows on the MPN Marketing Podcast Network.
You may know you're listening to this show along the Marketing Podcast Network, but did you know there are other great shows on MPN to help your business? Matt Bailey hosts a fantastic podcast called The Endless Coffee Cup. Matt, tell these fine folks what they'll get when they listen.
At Endless Coffee Cup, we go beyond the headlines with a regular discussion of marketing news, media, and culture about our complex digital lifestyle. Of course, with my emphasis on education, I have great guests from all over the world that share their stories, giving listeners unique insights into their experiences and expertise.
Sounds super useful. Where can people subscribe?
They can go to my website at sitelogic.com or find the show at marketingpodcast.net. Or hey, we're everywhere, wherever you get your podcasts.
You heard him. Go subscribe.
This podcast is heard along the Marketing Podcast Network. For more great marketing podcasts, visit marketingpodcasts.net.